Hey, what's up, here? Marjack79 here. We are finally getting some brand new details for the Marvel Cinematic Universe's Spider-Man 4. I feel like it's been a lifetime since Spider-Man 3 was released to theaters, and we got to see Tom Holland pretty much be forgotten about in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. He turned away from his Peter Parker persona, even though he got to meet his fellow brethren in the Spider-Universe. The ending results of that movie had us forget completely about Peter Parker, but at least we still have Spider-Man. I've been so curious on how the story was going to continue with the character, with him losing out on his friends. Both of his mentors are gone. So we do know that he is going to make an appearance in the new Avengers film. I'm very excited about that, but I don't think he's going to make any appearance at all as Peter Parker. He's just going to make an appearance as Spider-Man. So that is very intriguing to see how that plays out. We did get some knowledge that Sadie Sink is making an appearance officially in Spider-Man 4. Her role has yet to be revealed. She is from Stranger Things. I didn't really watch that show too much, but I have seen her in other properties. A really great actress. I'm very excited to see what she brings to the table, or if she's going to be a new love interest for Peter, or if she is going to perform another iconic role to be integrated into the MCU Spider Universe. So I think the first and kind of the most knowledgeable character that could potentially get the role in the new Spider film is Jean Grey from the X-Men. As we know, we are entering into the theme of the mutant universe finally for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So it would kind of makes the most sense to me for her to get an iconic X-Men role. I definitely don't think she's in the running for that kind of subpar secondary character. I definitely think she's going to be in the running for a main character. And Jean Grey has always been an integral part of the X-Men, or just the mutant saga in general. So I think this will be a really fun role to be integrated into the Marvel Cinematic Universe officially. Don't really know what much that can be do with a Jean Grey Spider-Man story, but I'm sure Feige and team can get that figured out for us to really give us a cool adventure. Next option is we have Gwen Stacy as well, could potentially be the role that she plays. Of course, a lot of people fell in love with this character in the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse movies. So particular for me, I really enjoy the character as well. We really don't have any other situations with her other than the movies. Of course, maybe some cartoons, and then, of course, the comic books in general. A really fun character. Honestly, I don't think this is going to be the choice, because pretty much I feel like every character from the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse universe is kind of going to be shelved until they can conclude that franchise. Next choices, we have Felicia, the Black Cat. I think this would be my personal choice. I absolutely loved interacting with her in the PlayStation video game Spider-Man 2. So this would be a really fun, cool character to interact with Tom Holland's loneliness that's probably going to be in this new Spider-Man as well. She could definitely be the character that could pull him out of his loneliness. And speaking of loneliness, I feel like this would also be a really cool movie to integrate the symbiote suit into the Spider-Verse as well. As we know, some of the best Spider movies that has Venom and the symbiote is when Peter Parker is at his most depressed and being totally alone, people not knowing that Peter Parker exists, him not having those partnerships that he had in the first franchise of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I feel like this will be the perfect situation to integrate the symbiote suit and have him embrace his darker side, and then eventually having the will to overcome it and having to take on Venom to take down the symbiote suit. I think that would be super cool. Venom is and will always be my favorite Spider-Man villain. So really getting a true version of him in the movie verse would be super cool. I was never really a fan of the Venom films with Tom Hardy. I'm sure a lot of people like those. It's no slight against you. They just weren't for me, honestly. Now, we do have confirmation that Zendaya will be in Spider-Man 4 as well. Now, how big the role is going to be, that we're not so sure, because obviously at this point in the series, her memory is still completely wiped of Peter Parker's existence. So we don't know if the movie is going to, maybe the first half of it is him trying to help her remember who he is, or if we're just going to kind of just have a cameo appearance from her of him maybe trying to have her remember who he is at the beginning, and he fails and he just decides to move on with his life after that. Maybe that's where Sadie is going to come in as whatever roles he's going to play. Like I said, there's no confirmation on any major Marvel characters that she is going to be portraying. She could simply just be a brand new love interest for Peter Parker. She could be Mary Jane Watson, or like I said, she could be Gwen Stacy. We simply just don't know yet, but very excited to see where this story takes us, man. Spider-Man has always been my favorite comic book character, so definitely whatever Peter Parker is doing in the major universe, I'm going to be integrated into whatever takes place. I'm very excited for it. Every Peter Parker that I've ever interacted with in history seems to go through a rough patch, but this time, Tom's going to have to go through it without his Spider Brothers, without his best friend, without his girlfriend, without Aunt May, without Tony Stark, without pretty much everybody that had a part in his life. This is going to be the first one where he's going to have to get it figured out on his own. So very curious on what character they're going to choose to kind of help him through this tumultuous time in his life. Cannot wait to see it, man, truly. And that's really about it for today, man. I'm kind of in the middle of Comic-Con madness right now, so I haven't really had a lot of time to get out my normal content. So bear with me if you've watched the Lexington Comic-Con cosplay montage. I appreciate you for that, truly. But we got another one coming up here soon in Indianapolis, so stay tuned for that. I'll try to get out some nerdy content with Spider-Man. I really want to talk about this Snow White that's about to come out as well, so stay tuned for that if you're interested. And with that, man, we'll go ahead and end it here. So if you enjoyed this video, do me a favor, hit that like button. How do you feel about the new Spider-Man story? Are you for it? Are you kind of tired of the Tom Holland? Are you ready for somebody else to take on the role? Or do you just want it to be just as good as it could possibly be, no matter who is in the Spider role and within the story? Let me know in the comment section below, man. You can follow me at youtube.com/martinjack79. I'm also on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. As always, my friends, I will see y'all on the next one. I'll catch y'all later. Bye.